Hey guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I wanted to um, make some notes basically in terms of um, the management for industry in terms of ore and oil production. So if you already use the new expansion and you're adding industrial areas for these new buildings that became available, the one thing that I noticed is that at least for the forestry area. And so for that one, you can place uh, the plantation, tree plantation, almost anywhere in the map, even if there isn't an area that is full with forest, and you will still see an estimated production volume. The one thing that I noticed a few days ago when I created this um, when I added some of the new buildings. For example, this is the small oil pump that becomes available for level 1 on the oil um, industry area. So as you can see here, this one's stopped working, and my idea was that it would behave basically as the forest, where you know, mm, giving you an estimated of production based on, I guess, on the resources available. Well, this is what I mean to say. I know that was very convoluted. Convoluted. So obviously here, um, I have very limited available space now that seems to have some oil. Unfortunately, this map didn't have a lot of those of the resource for oil. There's a lot of ore in this area here, and a lot of wood, obviously, available. But what I tried to, what I thought that I could do was to basically go into this section and add oil pumps, whatever I wanted, and that will create, you know, like magically the oil. But it doesn't work like that. It's different from the forest um, extraction buildings. Um, so if you see here, almost all of these industry area that I have already zoned with the normal type of industry, um, basically says that I will have no production. And when I was looking at all of these flags here, basically means that all of these pumps stop working. So I'm guessing that there's a lot of unemployment coming up soon, since these people don't have anything to do, and the pipes and the oil pumps will not work. And it's basically the same with the ore um, buildings. So even if I try to put it here, it's going to tell me that there's nothing available to extract from this area, and it's because I think for minerals and something that is under the ground, there has to be a resource available, which makes sense, right? I think I'm just overthinking this. Um, so it doesn't mean that you will have unlimited resources for oil and ore. So you will be only able to exploit those resources if they are underground, where you select your industry area, which it's kind of the same, I would say, if you already have a map where you basically developed an entire city. I think it should be working fine if you have a new map, for example, and that new map has unexplored areas where you haven't started to do the exploitation of the resources. Um, and that's something important to keep in mind. If you have an existing map that is already extracting resources and you're running out of those resources like ore or oil, then even if you add the new buildings, then I have a lot of commercial buildings that are going out of business. Um, it doesn't mean that it will give you unlimited resources. Basically, that's what I meant to say. Um, it does in a way for forests because you basically plant new trees, so that makes sense, and I like that. I think my expectations were not very realistic when I tried to do that here on this overcrowded industry area. There are a lot of businesses that are already going, already closing, abandoning their locations. So, for example, even if I wanted to go into this one here that seems to be abandoned, and then try to add an extracting milling by the oil pump. So basically, the resource is no longer there, which it's, I don't know, kind of redundant. I guess what you want to do is to, on an early game status, um, instead of using the regular industry like this, these specializations, then if you already downloaded the DLC, then this should be the way to go for you. But obviously, it doesn't create a massive generation of work or jobs as just zoning and using the specialization will do. So just something to keep in mind. And as a reminder, if you're gonna be using this on an existing game, just keep that in mind, that if you're already running out of resources, it might not be something that you want to spend some time doing. I haven't done a farming area here. I think I'm gonna do that next, so I can check if you don't need fertile land in order to produce farms. While I'm here, I just wanted to show that I hadn't downloaded the Park Life expansion, and I did recently, and I just want to say that I'm in love of the way that these my amusement parks and national parks kind of work. I already created a small national park here, inspired basically in the typical type of hiking trails that you will find in my country, which is Honduras. So I added some cool spots for camping, and again, this is new as well for me. I hadn't acquired before, and since there was a discount, I took delivery to buy it. So I'm really, really, really digging this. I'm looking forward to have this national park level up. Seems to be visited quite a while, and it has been on for a few minutes since I started this game. So yeah, that's basically today's update. So again, to wrap up, for Forest, it seems to be doing an okay job. I wonder if I had to build more of the structure buildings for this area. Let's do that right now. So you can see this already gives you an estimated of production, which is okay. I guess that should help generate more jobs, and also we have some industry demand. So what I'm gonna do, I think what I want to add right now for this video will be, sorry, I think I'm getting a cold, and that's not a good sign. So let's go ahead and select this area here that is going to be, I want to test this, like the farming part. Okay, so I already unlocked that, and there seems to be two types of extractor buildings, I guess, or is it one? Oh, there are two. Fruit, that looks so cool. Or crops. Let's go for fruits. Oh, so yeah, as I see here, then you will need fertile land in order to use these resources. Huh. I don't think that's even unlocked on my... I mean, I don't think I even have fertile land on this map. I remember correctly, I think it was like around this area, but it doesn't seem like... Well, that's interesting. So, okay, there's a lot of ore here, but I'm not... This is a residential area, so I'm not gonna kick people out of their homes just to extract more. Why did they become unhappy? What happened? What happened? Why did they all show to be unhappy? That's weird. Anyway, so, well, I have to shut down this. Then it's not gonna work because I don't have any fertile land. Seems like a good idea, but you know, can't have everything in life. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please share any feedback with me. I'm looking forward to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.